Hey everyone, it's Orange. Welcome to my September 2017 account showcase video. It is October, but this is for September. Free rune removal is tomorrow. First, let's talk about all of the major things that happened on my account within the last month. To be honest, nothing super cool happened aside from one thing, but maybe it's not that cool, and that one thing is that my account turned 2 years old. I started playing Summoner's War on September 24th, 2015, so that means it's October 6th. My account is 2 and some change, so that's awesome. A very big milestone to hit, so I was excited about that. So, as you guys are watching this, keep in mind that all of this took 2 years to make, create, I guess obtain, I don't know. And also, I think I spent something like $650, somewhere around there. You guys can check my paste bin, linked down below if you want to get the precise number. I'm also going to be probably dropping another hundo on this package and also $50 for the other one. I'm most likely going to be buying both of these soon. So yeah, okay, aside from that, what else happened on my account? Not too much. My account is in a very slow but steady state of progression. So the main things I focused on, I made more 6 stars for Guild Wars. Rukuni was a new one. I think my Callie team is new this month, so you guys will see my Callie. She's just a standard Callie. I went for pure damage. I didn't worry about speed, and I'm using her with Tion. And then within the last week, I made a few new 6 stars. I think Grago was one of them. I just 6-starred Olivia. When I go through my monsters, I can tell you guys what I've been working on. I just think working on Guild Wars monsters is efficient because I can put some leftover runes on these monsters and use them and do well in Guild Wars. And surprisingly enough, there are a ton of 3 stars and 4 stars that work really well in Guild Wars against top guilds, Guardian 3 guilds. So I'm mainly working on improving there. But I am still ruining my account for Arena, so my number one, I guess, desired area to perform in is Arena. And let me tell you guys what's been going on. I was really hoping within the last month that I would get another Guardian to finish. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I did get very close though, and then besides that, I have been finishing higher ranked in Arena than I used to, so I am seeing progress there, and that's pretty much all thanks to continuous rune farming and all of those Nat 5s that I pulled. So I'll show you guys my rank here. I'm using double Lucian and my Shimate Lucian team on AO. So I'm using this team and also this team still. I'm only using 2 AOs right now, and I almost got Guardian 2 again. And then for AD, I am using Samath, Freya, Camilla, Ritesh. This is just a whatever defense to kind of look threatening. It doesn't really synergize together. I don't know if these monsters are speed tuned, but yeah, I think it does horrible. Yeah, it does pretty bad. I just have that there though for the week. So yeah, Arena, I've been seeing improvements. I am finishing higher Guardian 1 than I was. Before I was barely finishing Guardian 1. Within the last month, I have had some Conqueror 3 finishes and total fails and flops on my part. So yeah, but I have had some better finishes, consistent, than I have had before. So yeah, I'm focusing on Arena, then Guild Wars, and then my dungeon teams. So, Guild Wars, I've been noticing, haven't been doing too hot. I mean, I've been doing alright, but I'm still looking to improve. Let me take a look at my list here to see if I forgot anything. One other thing, I'm going to be doing a summoning session with my guild on October 28th, so I should have a video of that. I have a lot of summons saved up for that video, and I'm also, like I said earlier, probably going to be buying this. I think I might need to redeem the runes though. I don't think I can save them until the 28th, which is our summoning session, so I may do 2 separate videos. This one, these 2 packages, I'm mainly buying them for crystals, and then the runes and that's kind of it. I don't expect the scrolls to have anything, but they're a good thing to have in the package. So I'm not sure if I'll do 2 videos or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened this last month. Slow progress. Okay, we are gonna take a look at my monsters. I did pre-record this, so I'm going to be doing a quick commentary on each one of them. Here is Talc. He is runed the same as last month. I use him in Guild Wars with Veligul and Bulldozer. The requirements I have for him are Will Shield. The shield helps to give my team an extra buff, so Orions don't strip me. I made him fairly well-rounded, tanky, fast, and then good resist and some accuracy. Here is Megan. She is runed for my Doublelution AO. The requirements I have for her are Will, 85% accuracy, which is what I believe is the hard cap for PvP when you're facing 100% resist monsters. She's speed tuned to move with my team, and then she's tanky. Here is Sig. He is runed for Fire Rift Beast, and I may use him on some of the other rifts. My rift teams aren't that good. I did 6-star the Dark Harpy, the Harpy, to kind of help me out with that. For him, I just looked for damage. I didn't really worry about speed, so he has some leftover runes. Here is my Theomars. He's one of my best runed monsters. Violent Will, very standard for Guild Wars. I mainly use Theomars Jasun Huadam. Sometimes I will use Raccoony or Veligul or Ganymede in that other slot. So standard Theomars, 61% crit rate, fast, somewhat tanky too. Here is Galleon. I gave him some leftover runes to use on my Giants B10 team with Bernard, Doublelution, and Theomars, Violent Revenge. I made sure he was speed tuned to move before my damage dealers, so Bernard moves, then Galleon, then my damage dealers. And then Violent Revenge I felt was good for Giants B10. And then I made him tanky after that, and 45% accuracy. He has more, but I just needed 45 for Giants. Here is my first Rigel. He is on my Necro team. He's built standard for Necro, Violent Revenge, and we will see a run of that at the end of the video. Here is my Julie. Just like Sig, she is runed up for Rift Beasts and sort of World Boss too, just because she helps out for that. And yeah, leftover runes on her. She's not spectacular or anything like that. I just looked for damage. I didn't really worry about too much speed. Here is my Shaolin. She is on my R5 team. The requirements I had for her, she's on my front line. Vampire, I looked for 1,200 defense for my frontliners and around 20,000 HP. She might have a little bit less. The Vampire kind of helps with that though. I was okay with giving her a little bit less HP. Resist is also really nice on R5 monsters, damage dealers especially, so Shaolin won't be getting stunned that much. And then I gave her damage. So, you know, tanky, damage, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Shaolin. Here is Tark. He's kind of just chilling out here. I'm not using him. I'm not farming dragons. I haven't farmed dragons in the longest time. And I'm thinking about using Verd Vero Bella as my core dragons team when I do get to it. Also Tractor. I'm thinking about using him for Guild Wars. He's one of my new 6-stars. Here is Miang. She's one of my backliners for R5. It's just Miang and Hua in the backline. So I looked for about 18,000 HP, 20,000 HP, something like that for her, as well as 1,000 defense because she's a backliner, 70% resistance, and then as much attack as I could get on her, so her heal is really big. So yeah, that's her. Here is my second Rigel. He's my other damage dealer for my Necro team. I think I have 3 damage dealers. Lucian, Rigel, Bella, Colleen. He's very standard. Violent Revenge, kind of boring. He doesn't look that great, but he works. Here is my Orion. This month, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with him, so I kept him the same. Currently, he's on my second fastest set, and I use him with Kamoon, Orion, Ritesh as one of my Guild Wars defenses. I don't use him on Guild Wars offense because he's extremely squishy and he doesn't give me good results, and I just kind of went with the same build because I didn't know how to really make him better. He seems kind of stat hungry if you want to make him fast and tanky, and I didn't feel like messing around with that. Here is Chandra. I de-runed him this month because I wasn't getting great results with him last month. I didn't feel like it was worth it to give him runes, so he is sitting here for now. Here is my Camilla. Currently, I'm only using her during rush hour on my arena defense. She does get runes for that. I will show you guys her build when I do use her. So, and also I did Devilmon her this past week. She was my most recent monster that I Devilmoned. Here is my Samath. Just like Camilla, I'm only using him during rush hour, so he gets runes then, but not at other times. Fully skilled up. I've been runing him Despair Will. I need to see if I have Nemesis runes for him because I will probably put him on Nemesis if I have them. Here is my Beretta. He's pretty standard for TOA hard, aside from the fact that I got lazy. He needs 45% accuracy for TOA hard, but I didn't feel like booting up the optimizer, so I just put on some random runes, and he doesn't quite have that much. And then, yeah, tanky, fast, and that's pretty much it for TOA hard. Here's Colleen. She's mainly built for R5, and she's in my front line, so 20,000 HP, 1,200 defense are the stats that have been working for me. That's the sweet spot. I am using Darien, who has the damage reduction. Double Revenge is really nice. I'm also using her on my Necro team, so I tried to bump up her accuracy a little bit. It's not quite capped for Necro, which is 45, but I had to make compromises on her, basically. I like how she looks, though. Here is my Veligul. He is ruined for Guild Wars. I don't use him that much, actually, but no, I do. So I take that back. I was thinking with Theo. I use him a ton with Talcon Bulldozer, so he's a pretty standard Veligul. He has 1 defense rune. I think he like speed defense HP or something like that. He works well that way for me. Here is my Callie. She's a new monster this month, I think, and she's built like a very standard Callie. I use her with with Tion, the Light Garuda. He will take care of her attack bar and fill it up for her, and then she will do a ton of damage. She's been working out really well. I also use Huadam with that team, and I also am looking at 6-starring Ermeda, the Wind Serpent, to use with that team too. So yeah, Callie, Tion, Ermeda, I'm looking at that. Here is my Verd. I just stuck runes on him because I was doing R5 with guildies and I ran out of space, so I just put some stuff on him. Here is my Raccoony. I runed him up pretty well because I wanted to use him in Guild Wars. He hasn't seen too much use because Theomars Jasoon Raccoony is a little bit risky, especially if you're facing enemy Theos or enemies with Violent, because they can kill stuff. So he's seen a little bit of use. I like him. A lot of people like him these days. Everyone thinks he's really strong. Here is my Freya. Just like Samath and Camilla, she is on my arena defense during rush hour. I do give her runes for rush hour, but for the rest of the week I don't. Here is my Hua. She is in my R5 backline. She's one of my damage dealers along with Shaolin. She's very standard for R5. She's tanky, so I looked for 18,000 HP, 1,000 defense for her, and then after that I went for damage, and resist helps. She didn't get that much, but I tried to go for some. Here is my Lisa. She is standard for R5. She's one of my frontliners. 20,000 HP, 1,200 defense is what has been working for me, so I go for those stats. 70% resist on the important monsters for R5, like your supports. Lisa is one of them that needs 70% resist, and then I made her fast as I could, and that was it. Here is Bulldozer. I did bump up his crit rate last month because I'm using him by himself. I'm not using him with a Messity who has the crit rate buff, so sometimes he was missing crits, so it's a little bit higher, 88%, not bad. And then for him, I just went for damage pretty much, and then I did look at getting his crit rate a little bit higher than it was 70. Here is my Fire Panda. He is not runed. I probably should put runes on him in case I'm running R5 with people who don't have a defense lead, but right now he doesn't, so yeah. Here is my homunculus. I did use the fire one on a cleave team a couple months ago, but it didn't work out too well. I may revisit using the water homunculus in the future with Ganymede. Vayne Solidor used that team and got legend rank, I think earlier this year in February. I'll link you guys the video, so I may look at that, using that team later. Here is my Commune. I use him in Guild Wars and on offense and defense. He is will shield just like Talc because Orions are running rampant in Guild Wars and he will help prevent them from doing stuff. So he's on one of my Guild Wars defense, and I've been using him with Copper too. Commune, Copper, Amesity. A lot of people have said great things about that team and I've been using it recently. I've gotten good results. Here is my Copper. He's built for pure damage. And then Amesity will take care of Copper's attack bar. Amesity will ensure that Copper moves first. Sometimes it's risky. Commune helps with the leader to make sure Amesity helps Copper move first. And then Copper, sometimes people make Copper, they sacrifice some damage to get his defense higher, but I haven't worried about that. Because of how Copper's passive works, he needs to have he needs to have double or more the defense, however it works, yeah, but I haven't done that. Bernard, I got some grindstones for him. I still need to roll one more 4 to make Bernard 1 speed faster. So all 5 of his runes, because slot 2 you can't roll grindstones on it, but all 5 of them have +4, and then 1 has a +3. And then after that, I'm looking at legend speed runes, grindstones, sorry, which haven't dropped. Mav has some random stuff on him for TOA hard. I don't really know what's going on for him, but 45% accuracy for Mav, and then tanky, and then I like my Mav moving last. That's always worked well, so he's got some random stuff. Here is Shimate. He is on one of my AOs. I think his build looks fine now, but for Rush Hour, I did give him a little bit better runes, but he looks pretty good. He just softens everyone up for Lucian to amp and kill them on that one AO that I have. Lagmaron is just kind of chilling out here. He doesn't have runes, but I'll show you guys his skill ups. Here is my Chisoon. She's always one of my priorities because I use Theomars a lot, and she's great with him. I did end up using Theo without her, and Theo doesn't do that much damage if he doesn't have attack buff, so I really like them together. Violent Will, very standard, full skill ups, and then she's speed tuned to move before him so she can Fallen Blossoms him. He'll move right after her. Here is my Briand. I don't think he has runes, so yeah. Let me take a quick drink because my throat is... I've been breathing and it's dry. I did use him in TOA hard. I love him on TOA hard auto teams with Beretta and Vero and, you know, whatever else. But I didn't use him. I was using Huadam. Okay, I just got some saliva in my throat, so I think I'm good because we keep going rapid fire. Here is my Lucian that hits harder. He's the second moving one. I do want to tweak him a little bit and make him 200 speed. I did do some calculations, and that is pretty much the bare minimum where I want him to be. I do have another build for him. He loses some damage, but yeah, so I'm still using double Lucian. I love that AO. Here is my Ritesh. Having will on him isn't that important to me because when I use him mainly with Velajul, where the fights take a long time and the will doesn't help at all because he's not really going to die on the first turn anyways. And he's pretty standard for Ritesh, 60% crit rate, fast, tanky, that's it. Here's Amesity. He can actually be about 10 speed faster, but I sacrificed that speed for tankiness. I was noticing my Amesity was kinda dying, so I do like to make him a little bit tanky, but I do want him taking first turn. That's my main priority when I use Amesity and Copper. The main team I use is Commune, Amesity, Copper, and I really want him moving first. Here's my Katarina. She's just out here because I was considering using her or building her for Guild Wars, and I thought I would show you guys my skill ups on her. Okay, here's the Lucian that moves first, and I am still using Lucians where the first one's damage is nerfed, so I purposely make him do small damage, and I have numbers for it. I'll probably type those out down below, or they'll be somewhere. But since I'm not making him do as much damage as possible, I can get other stats on him. I can make him have 100% crit rate, and I can make him tanky, and have will too. The will on the first moving Lucian helps against some weird things, like mainly, what's that dude? Amduat? No, maybe it's whoever the Dark Horus is. Is it Horus? Yeah. Okay, Ganymede we kind of passed up. He's pretty standard, like a standard Ganymede support. I use him in Guild Wars occasionally, Violent Will, and then tanky with some accuracy, some resist. I don't know. I don't use him that much though, and I'm not doing RTA. Tiana, I just showed you guys her skill ups. I'm not using her. This month, I am using Tian. My main team is Kali, Tian, Huadam. I've gotten pretty good results with it. I would like to use Ermeda instead of Huadam under certain circumstances. So it's worked pretty well though. Pretty well. I would definitely try out Kali if I were you guys. So many people have said so many good things about her in Guild Wars, so I wanted to use her myself. Here is Darian. He's on my R5 frontline. He's on a very weird hybrid build. Triple Revenge. Revenge is always good when you can get it for R5 to get more debuffs on the boss. And then for frontliners, I went for 20,000 HP, 1,200 defense. And then I went for some other stuff on him. I think I went for some damage. It's weird, but that's what I did. Here is my Bella. She is built for Necro, so the shield set will help my monsters survive on those first few waves of Necro, because I think some of the enemies have some sort of unique passive where they deal damage back to you or something. I don't know, but the shield helps with that. And then I think she has 45% accuracy. Here is Arya. Just like with Beretta, she is built for TOA hard, and I'm still autoing most floors of TOA hard, but I think I got lazy and didn't fire up the optimizer, so her accuracy is lower than it should be. She should have 45. And then I made her fairly fast, fairly tanky, standard support for TOA hard. Here is my Lyn. I sort of used her this month. I don't know where that rune went, but I abandoned her. I think the Lyn hype train's over. I don't know if people are using her still or what the hell they're doing. They might be using the ninjas now because the ninjas saw some changes. I saw someone using the wind ninja in Giants B10 recently. So I'm not using her, and I don't know what's going on with her, how the community feels about her. Here's Grago. I 6-starred him because I want to use him in Guild Wars next month. Will I? I'm not sure. I'm pretty lazy. We'll have to see. Here's Gemini. I don't use him. I did experiment with using him in Guild Wars a little bit. I was using Gemini, Ganymede, Rutesh, but I was having issues. It wasn't that clean or reliable. I kind of like the defense teams more, like Copper and Bulldozer. He has runes though, so yeah, he kind of looks like a normal standard Gemini. Here is Huadam. He's on one of my Guild Wars defenses. It is Theomars Chasun Huadam, so go ahead and calculate his HP if you so wish. You'll have to look at my Guild Wars buildings to see if you can one-shot him with Copper. I think you can if you have Olivia leader. You should be able to do enough damage. But yeah, I don't like the Despair Huadam at all, and I like to have, I really like him how he is. Will shield, 100% resist. He's worked very well that way for me, so I'm gonna stick with that build. I showed you guys Vero. I'm not using Vero. I also showed you guys Stella. I'm not using Stella. This chick, Helea, I want to use her for my Rift teams. I've heard good things about her, and I don't have skill ups, so I'm gonna have to wait a while to get those. Hopefully there are some when I end up using my summoning stones, but I think she's gonna be really good for the Rift teams. I need to get my Rift teams I need them to have better scores, just so I don't waste so much energy week to week farming reappraisal stones. My Diaz, R5 frontline, he is built. I prefer using Darian over him, but sometimes I have to use him for his leader skill, depending on what my allies bring. So Diaz, he's in the front line. He has 20,000 HP, 1,200 defense, and then I think I put resist on him just because I could. And then I went for some other things just because I could. I think mainly just resist and then as many revenge sets as I could get. Olivia, I'm really interested in building her, but she doesn't have that many skill ups. People have said good things about her, so I would like to, but I don't have skill ups. So let me know if you guys like using Olivia, because I'm thinking she might be my next Devilmon project, but I have some Nat 5s that don't have Devilmons, like Chandra, Fire Panda, Katarina, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Olivia's tempting though, so yeah, let me know if you guys like Olivia. I'm showing you guys my monster storage right now, and then we will take a look at a Necro run. I'm not going to show you guys R5, I've already shown you it before. My run times are around probably 2 minutes and 30 seconds with my team. So check out, I will tell you my team. Frontline, Darian, Colleen, Lisa, I don't remember the other one. Shaolin, Backline, Miyang, Hua. I'll link you guys a timestamp if you want to see a run. Timestamp of my R5 run is down in the description. Here are my Glory Shop buildings. I still have opted to not finish out 2 of them just because it's been working fine. I don't think I've lost any fights because my Huadam didn't do enough damage. I don't know if Huadam even has attack scalings. But yeah, I'm just buying I'm buying the Devilmon and the scrolls each week. And then Guild Shop is actually something I'm excited to talk to you guys about because my buildings are getting up there. I am almost about to buy the next upgrade of one of them, and then once those are done, I will be able to buy scrolls or summoning stones. I don't quite know what my strategy will be, but it's very exciting getting later and later into the game because I'll have more summons and hopefully more Nat 5s. I'm finding that right now in Arena, I think it's pretty much certain that I will need Nat 5s to push into Guardian 2, hold Guardian 2 consistently, as well as Guardian 3. So we're kind of in that long-term grind for Nat 5s. I will be there soon, and it's just nice to get more scrolls for that because I should be seeing more Nat 5s when I get to that point, when I do finish my Guild Wars buildings. And yeah, I'm pretty much playing for efficiency still. I need to clean up my Guild Wars stuff, stop losing and drawing so many fights, just so I get more points and keep the efficiency going, as well as my Rift Beast teams. I'm wasting a lot of energy because my teams are getting A+s or S's. I want them to get triple S, so I waste less energy, and I can spend that energy farming dungeons. This month I farmed Necro. I have been farming Necro for 2 or 3 months now, mainly after I pulled Camilla and P-Sama. Samath. Some of you like Samath. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, sorry guys. I'm not gonna die on you. Okay. So, I'm farming Necro mainly for Nemesis runes for them. And I think that's kind of it. Yeah, I was just looking for Nemesis. I don't have that many Necro runes, so I knew I needed to spend some time in here. My next dungeon, maybe next month I'll get back in Dragons because I haven't farmed Dragons in a really long time. I don't know, I just go places based on my needs, and then I try to spend roughly equivalent time everywhere because I found that I need runes from pretty much everywhere. I do want to get another +4 roll on my Bernard, so he will be, what is he? He'll be 302 speed. All of his runes have +4s, but I need that last +4. Grindstone. So that's my Necro run. R5 run is linked down below. That is it for my September rune video. Happy 2nd birthday account. I did another run, but it was too long and I don't want to sit through it. So yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you guys in the next one.